quick story time, short story time. I also used to sell these drink mix powders, like the Country Time Lemonade, the Gatorade powders. First, I started by selling them in the bottle. Like I'd pre-mix the drinks, then sell them. But then I got caught up by my parents because my parents didn't know. So one time I pre-packed everything on a Friday, got it all together and put it in my backpack for the following Monday. For one reason or another, one of my parents lifted up my bag. They realized how heavy it was with all the liquids, the waters, and we're all like, oh, why do you have all this stuff in your bag, blah, blah, blah. So then I started selling just the powder. Like I go to a grocery store, buy the powder, put them in Ziploc bags. I know that sounds crazy, but I was selling the powder. Me and my friend, my old friend Ryson, he's still my friend to this day. Yeah, we would sell it. Like he had a bunch of Gatorade because his dad was a football coach. I had a bunch of Country Time Lemonade in the house and I would just buy more. So we'd put the drink mix powder in plastic bags and take them to school and sell. It was pretty much a random amount for $1. But my friend Ryson, my business partner, he would fill the bags up too much. He was never about his money for real. He was giving them too much product. That was the problem. Because I'd fill him the right amount, but he'd pour too much. And they'd be like, nah, I like Ryson's bags better. He gives more product for the same amount of money. He was doing too much. He was messing up our money. But anyways, we sold it for a while. We would sell it on the playground. And then eventually we got caught up by the teachers. Because this was 6th grade. The elementary school I went to had 6th grade still in elementary school. Then 7th grade was a different middle school. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ryson was not locked, chat. Ryson was not locked at all. So we'd sell him on the playground. And then, like what y'all are saying, selling candy crack, it was bad because people would start fighting over it. Like some people would buy it and they'd be fighting each other on the playground. So then at the end of recess one day, they said, oh, you can't, no more bringing drink mix powders to school. And everybody was looking at me and Ryson because we were the suppliers. We were trying to make some money. And I was like, bro, you're messing up my bag. And then that's when I went to selling candy. And then Ryson, he didn't really sell candy. He wasn't about it for real like I was about it. I ran up a small bag, you know, I had mad coins. I take the coins to the store and get it in bills. And yeah, that's my little story of how I was a kingpin of sorts back in 6th grade, you know, selling little baggies of drink mix powder, Country Time Lemonade, and Gatorade powder bags. Yeah, that's the quick story time, chat. You see, I've always been a bag chaser. Chase a bag, don't worry about what I'm doing. Holy Yapatron really had everyone at the locker in high school. Now that you say that, there was this one time I went to sell snacks in high school. I asked my parents, this was like 9th grade. My mom, she was all like, yeah, that's cool. So then I go to the grocery store with my older brother, right? I buy some Gatorade, some honey buns, all of the classics. I bring them home. My parents are like, why'd you buy honey buns? And I was like, you said I could buy snacks. She's like, oh, no. You go to school to learn, not to sell stuff. And then she says, nah, we're just gonna eat these in the house and we'll give you the money back. So then we eat them in the house, but they didn't know about the Gatorade. The Gatorade was still in the car while they were yelling at me, lecturing me. So I put the Gatorade in a duffel bag, put it in the garage and take it to school and then start selling it. And these were the big bottles too, chat. These weren't those small little Gatorade bottles. These were the tall ones. And I was selling them for $1. So everybody was hitting me up. I made good money that week. Like, let me show you which bottles they were. They were these long ones and I had the good flavors too. So I sold these in high school for like a week. I had it in my locker. People would come to me. They'd buy it, $1. Boom. I was a hustler, really about my money.